your host DJ Go Hard.
In the building.
Let's go. My left.
Be Will.
We got to my right.
Hey, J Rob is here.
We got
Big on me and now. What's happening with y'all tonight?
and we are FTV Live Podcast when we talk that shh.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure that y'all go follow us on our YouTube channel. Feed the Viewers 2022. Y'all can like, comment, and subscribe. You see what I'm saying? If y'all ain't caught us live, make sure that y'all go on YouTube and comment and subscribe, y'all. You see what I'm saying? But today, y'all, we have our guest. And today's guest is a pioneer who created a platform that's not only showcased the artist's talent, but it showcased the visual, creative side of artists as well.
Exactly.
414 Spotlight helped direct people to see that Milwaukee talent was on the rise during the era of artists like Cuckoo Cow, Baby Drew, Ice Moan, and more.
Yeah.
Today we have us a creator, a motivator, a trendsetter,
Let's go.
a legend.
Yes.
We have none other than the founder of 414 Video Spotlight, Melvin James.
Hey.
What up?
Yeah.
Man, you
Yeah,
sound like
yeah,
Steve
yeah.
Harvey looking.
That's what we talking about. Yeah.
Go run down.
He said,
I did all that.
Melvin
Okay.
James is going on, man.
Man,
So,
cooling,
it's
man.
It's a pleasure to have you on here.
Oh yeah, thanks for having me, man.
Man,
Yeah,
Oh
for
yeah,
sure.
We appreciate you, bro.
oh yeah.
You know, just watching you over the years.
Right.
Then,
12.
you know,
12.
Man.
12 years?
Yeah.
Man, it's just watching
Decade.
videos at, I know it was coming on at midnight.
Yeah.
It was midnight, man, just watching the videos and you like, and doing my time as, you know, being a former artist.
Okay.
I'm like, damn, how do I get on there? You see
Right,
what I'm
everybody
saying?
say that. Yeah.
How do I get on there, man? So, for people that don't know Melvin James, please let the world know who Melvin James is.
Man, first of all, I'm a man of God.
Yeah.
That's right.
I'm
Yeah.
a family
That's
man.
first,
You know, been married 25 years.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a blessing. Black
I've
love.
been with my wife 30 though.
Oh,
Black
You know what
love.
I'm saying? You know, well, we're getting ready to celebrate 25 years of marriage next
Right.
year. So
Right.
it's close. Lord willing, that's what we're going to be at.
Yeah.
Now, I got 5 kids ranging from 30 and down. You
Okay.
know? Can't remember all the ages I'm getting old, so. You know? 30 and down. They
He
all
said,
doing
"Shout out,
good."
kids.
You know what I'm saying? None of them in trouble.
Yeah.
No records.
Yeah,
No,
that's
all
what's
good.
good.
None of
That's
them
a
twerking
blessing.
online, none of that stuff.
That's a blessing.
So, you know, but man, it's me, man. You know, I was born in Chicago, but I was raised here.
Okay.
My mama
Okay.
brought me here when I was 6 months. She said, "Nope, you gonna be in them projects."
Yeah.
No, so I've been here all my life, man. And I went to Marshall, John Muir.
Hey,
Oh,
Marsh,
yeah.
let's go.
You know, no, I'm sorry. I went there, but I didn't go there.
Ah.
I was the big time skipper. I was a party door. So,
Oh,
okay.
But, you know, my address was
Oh,
there.
but you seen
John
it. You
Muir.
seen it.
John Muir
You was in the
our
building.
rival. I went
Yeah.
to Edison. So,
Did you?
you know, that was
Okay.
our rival.
Okay.
It was school
Yeah.
called
Yeah.
That's how he.
Edison.
I remember Edison. I
Oh
remember
yeah.
Edison.
Oh yeah.
I do.
But yeah, that's me, man. I've been in the music, not just the show. So we'll get to that when we're ready to get to that. But definitely been in music already. Doing my thing. My first CD was Pointy Soldiers. We did that in '98, and I meant to bring it to y'all. I still got one wrapped up still.
Yeah.
It's 1998.
Oh.
I still got the tape, and I still got the CD.
That'd
still
have been
wrapped
dope.
up.
We put it
That
on
would've
the
been
wall.
dope.
Got the
We
ring.
put it on the wall.
That would have
Yeah.
been dope.
Yeah, so I've been there. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you the story how I got to that point. But yeah, man, it's me, Melvin James. Of course, I've been in the street life. Who haven't?
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
so,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm still here, man.
Man, that's a blessing, man. Just to, you know, see your journey of where you at, where you came from to where you at now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially being a married man, changing your life, but also creating a platform to where a lot of artists, especially during that time,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, years ago, to where a lot of artists really couldn't get their music off the ground.
Right.
You see
right.
what I'm saying? So
right.
for you to create not only a platform for the artists, but a visual platform
Yeah.
where they can play their videos on there,
Right.
and people can see it,
Mhm.
was genius.
That's
Right.
some real shit
Right.
too.
So one thing I want to ask you was, I know that you have, you know what I'm saying, where you at now, but what's been one of the worst moments of your life?
Man, I'm gonna get right to it. During the music time, I was doing music with my cousins.
Yeah.
You know, and we was kind of doing it. We kind of fell out a little bit. You know, I was still hustling, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And then my family tried to rob me.
Damn.
My mama's sister, you know, my first cousin.
Yeah.
You know, they came to my door with ski masks on. So when I was in the street, what I would do before I go home, I would circle my whole block, go down the alley, make sure anybody following me, the whole nine.
That's smart.
Yeah.
So when I pull it, and then I'd be on the phone with my wife. Well, she was my wife then, but you know, my wife now.
Right.
So I pull up in the alley and I'm looking at the door. It's 3 dudes there. I'm like, what the? So I said, honey, put the kids in the tub, get the gun, that door open, you know what to do.
Yeah.
Now,
That's it.
I'm already mad because I got my 2 little ones there. They didn't live with me, but they was there.
Yeah.
And they looking at me, I'm looking at them. And at this time, my light going off on the porch.
Right.
They looking at me, I'm looking at them. So they took off running. Bam! I took out there. I hit my car down the alley. So when I hit that left, I see a car speeding off, and I'm chasing this car. I'm like, is that my cousin car?
Damn.
And I'm really debating if I want to say their name.
Right.
You know, so I may see it, I may not.
Hey.
So I'm chasing this car like we're in a movie.
Right.
We on the highway right there in front of like.
Yeah.
Yeah, some car in my Chevy. I'm hitting it. And I get close enough to see the plates. And I'm like, wait a minute. So I called my cousin wife and said, hey, how you doing? Blah, 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 blah. She said, hey. I said, what's y'all plate number? She gave it to me.
Wow.
I said, you know, your husband and my other cousin, they just tried to rob me.
Damn.
She said, what? I said, I'm chasing them right now in the car.
Call him.
Young
So-
criminals.
I called a meeting at my mama's house. I exposed everybody. I called all the family to my mama's house. Everybody came. So I knew it was one of my cousins because it was his car.
Right.
But he came with another cousin, my other cousin.
What?
And another dude.
Wait, did they know it was you? The other cousins. Did they know like what mission that they was going on?
Yeah.
In his house.
Oh, so they knew.
They know.
Oh, okay.
But
This-
like
hey.
at this time, it was one of my cousins. I didn't know it was another until he came to the house.
Okay.
So when they came, I said, hey. So when they walked in, I said, Mom, aunties, cousins, I said, so-and-so just tried to rob me.
Totally, just like that.
And now they ain't saying nothing. But I'm looking at them, they fully strapped. Pistols, you can see it all in their coats.
Damn.
They was in my mama's house.
But that's what I'm saying. That's telling on themselves right there.
Yeah.
On point.
So my one cousin say, if you accusing him, you accusing me because I've been with him all day.
Oh yeah. Bet.
Fuck you saying?
I'm like, whoa. My mind, I'm like, wow. You know what? It really hurted me because you're my family.
Damn.
You know, I was like, wow. So that bothered me a lot. And it stuck with me for a while. So, like for the first year, I'm on edge. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm looking everywhere because that was the first time I ever had a robbery attempt.
Okay.
Like these dudes get ready to kick in my door and try to, you know, I guess come in and take what they thought they were gonna find.
Yeah.
And then if they don't get what they want, they possibly gonna try to
You
kill
never
you.
know, man.
Yeah.
But
Just never
I
know.
pulled up just in time.
Just in time.
Smart.
man. Just in time.
That was
That's what I
God
say,
right
man.
there.
Real talk.
That was
You
God
know,
Real talk.
right
that's
there.
what I did. I would
Yeah.
circle my house. I would go down the alley. I'll make sure nobody in parks in their cars. Oh, I knew. I knew how to.
You Oh, said yeah, you did
that
that.
man.
Hey, You said that you did right. this for a year straight?
No, I'm talking about feeling that way. Like,
Oh,
you
feeling
got
that
to-
way.
you
That's
watching
what
over
you
my
got to,
shoulders.
You got to though.
You got
in
to,
that,
man.
in that
You know,
life, you got to.
That's messed up.
It was crazy, man. That was one of the
Like
worst
this at the
moments,
same time.
you know,
Yes.
that and it was a long time ago. It was, but I still deal with it because when you see me,
should.
it's what up, cuz?
No.
Man,
Like
I really,
ain't shit happened.
no. Let me be quiet. I bet I say
No,
that.
go ahead.
Like you said it like ain't shit. You said it as in like ain't shit happened.
Like
Yeah.
I forget about this.
You know?
shit.
My mom said, let me say this real quick. My mom said, I thought you said you forgave them. I thought I did too, Mom.
It's
But-
always in your mind.
It's in my
I
mind.
don't forget,
So,
right?
you
Always
know,
gonna be in your
Go
mind.
ahead,
don't approach me like we super cool.
Yeah.
Like when you see me, like, what up, cuz? One time I was at a barbershop, man. And they both was in there.
Right.
When I get my haircut in.
Oh, they still fuck with each other, huh?
My barber is my cousin. So we all cousins.
Right.
So they saw me, you know, I'm on TV now, I'm dressed nice, you know, and they both standing in front of me. Look at you, cuz, you doing your thing. They don't even know something was going to happen. Because it hit me again.
you feel like they plotting
I'm
already.
looking at
Yeah.
both of y'all standing here talking to me. And they don't know what be going through my mind while you all telling everybody, that's my cousin, that's my aunt. Well, you don't know. You better stop saying it because I tell people the story.
Real
And
shit.
somebody gonna go across your head because these cats crazy about me out here.
Yep. Yep.
You know, so you know, I still deal with it a little bit. You know, I don't let it stress me out.
Yeah.
But I still deal with it in my mind a little bit because I'm like.
So just to throw it out here, just to throw it out there, would you say that is a trauma?
Yeah.
So how do you overcome that, or have you overcome that trauma?
I overcame it, but I still think about it a little bit.
Right. Because at the end of the day, it's still a trauma.
Yeah. You know,
I feel like you forgave what you didn't forget.
you can't forget.
You can't forget that.
You know.
Especially when it's family.
Yeah.
Especially when it hurts you like that, and you didn't have this meeting, and they pretty much just put it out there. That, this is what we're trying to do. And then you got to look at the back. The other end of it is, what if they would have went out with your family?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Well, if you didn't find what you was gonna find,
What?
was you gonna do something to my family? It's possible.
And then
You see what I'm
snakes,
saying?
you always gotta be ready for the bite.
Man.
All the time, you
Yeah.
gotta just be looking like,
Yeah.
is you gonna do? Because you gonna be around them. You gonna be around them.
Yeah.
You don't know when. You
You
don't
don't
know
know.
where. You
Yeah.
be at a family reunion. You just be like,
Man.
all right, let me go to the car real quick.
Yeah.
They probably lurking in or something.
Never
Never know.
Cause you your standard, you set so
Yeah.
your report you set so high and your standard was so good, and then you probably changed from the street life and went to doing a 4-on-4, and then they probably like, okay then.
But the
this
street
probably
life is still there.
Yeah. The street life still
I ain't
there.
living it,
Yeah.
but it's still there.
Still
But
there.
I'm saying,
It'll always be
but no,
here.
they looking at like this probably a bigger bag and stuff. So you thinking this bag right here? They probably looking at this a bigger bag over here because he on TV and all that.
Yeah.
Let's see what he can do on this
Like
shit.
prime example, I was just watching this thing on YouTube, right? And Love and Hip Hop was a dude named Kurt Frost.
Yeah.
When you look at Kurt Frost,
He don't seem like that.
he
type
don't
of guy.
seem like that,
But
but
he
he
is.
has a documentary
He is.
Yeah.
that's saying he was that. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because when you get to a certain stage of your career or whatsoever, then by him being married and being on TV, it make you look a different way from what your background really is.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So my question to that is, after that, how did it enhance your grind? You see what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
where did it take? Because even though that's trauma, and even though it's like, yeah, I forgive because now my life has changed, but I didn't forget. So how does it channel with people now? You see what I'm saying? As far as
This is
the
about
trust.
20 years ago, 25. It was a while ago. But real quick, let me say this real quick.
Mhm.
What really bothered me too is like, say like, oh, we all family, we all cousins.
Right.
He tried to, this is the cousin that tried to rob me.
Right.
You need to be calling him like, hey, cuz, you out of line.
Real shit.
Nobody. called.
Nobody.
Nobody.
And you told everybody what was
I had to
up.
meet him at my mama's house.
And everybody knew it was
Yeah.
nobody.
I was waiting to get that phone call like, man, I called cuz and cussed him out. Nobody.
Was it that cousin? Was it that cousin that they call when they need something, or is that one
No,
cousin? That one
they
call
were-
that's all cousin.
They were just scared of him.
That one call that's all cousin.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
So he was that okay.
He was definitely a street dude.
Okay.
Gangster.
I think the biggest-
He was that. He wasn't nothing to play with.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So they feared him a little
Yeah,
bit.
they did. I mean, I did.
Yeah.
He had me stealing cars and snatching purses, and I didn't want to do that.
Right,
When I
right,
was little.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
I mean, by me saying this now, my family know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm not going to say their name because I don't think my wife want me to.
Yeah.
You know, because if I say their name, dude is really known. My cousin known. And something probably happened to him.
Right.
You know?
Right.
I was talking to Tory Lowe one time in person, and he walked up.
Word.
And Tory Lee knew him. He was like, "What up, so and so?" And I hit Tory Lowe later. I said, "That's the dude I was telling you about." He said, "Man, you don't get out of here."
Seriously.
I said, "Remember I told you that story?" I said, "That's what I was talking about."
Right there.
He was like, "What?" Yeah. You know,
Wow.
but yeah, that's what bothered me too, man. My family didn't say nothing.
I think that's the biggest
we just
betrayal.
had
though.
comments. Sometimes blood will try you though.
Yeah.
And that's why I say that's the biggest betrayal, because it's
Yeah.
like you'll never think that you the one, like y'all the one
Man,
that do
first
that
cousin, we
shit.
used to live together. We
That's
used
what
to steal bikes together. You know
You know what I'm
take
saying?
care
Like,
with you,
damn,
you know?
like, so
And
you
then,
a
you know-
backdoor me like that?
Because they feel like they can, okay, then I try cousin and all that stuff, but he's still going to be like, okay, I'm sorry. Like, if you come back to him, you can be like, oh, I apologize and all that. No, bro, you was trying to take something from me. You down there, you threatened my family and all that.
Then I found out when we moved on Sherman, my house got broken into and I went to the Dells, right? It was him. We found out I knew it was him.
Damn.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you how I knew it was him. He came by my house one time, right? And he's sitting there, he put his feet up. You know, like, you sitting there, you stretch your leg out like this.
Right.
And the feet was up. That was the print that was on the door. My wife noticed it. She said, let me tell you something. I know that's the print from the the shoe print on the door.
Word.
You know, they tore the whole house up.
The same shoe.
You got so much.
They tore the whole house up, and right on the bottom of my refrigerator, I had a fake can with thousands of dollars in it, and they missed it.
Wow. Dummies.
Dummies.
Dummies. Stupid.
Same guy.
That one.
Now I ain't got no proof it was him beside the shoe,
Right.
but it was you.
Yeah.
It was you.
Because think about it. How would they know you
You know
went
what
out
I'm
of
saying?
town?
When I was hustling, I wasn't no flosser. I didn't have rims. I just had a clean Chevy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you
I
got to.
I just had a real
You got to
clean
do that
Chevy.
Frank
It
Lucas.
just sound.
You got to do
Yeah.
that Frank Lucas. You got to be
I
smooth.
wasn't flashy,
Yeah.
you know. But in their eyes, I had money, just like they think now, you know. But what you right, me now, you with some credit cards. That's how you gonna get.
Yeah,
Oh, you mean? Hey, excuse me. Excuse me.
That's how you gonna get.
If you gonna try to swipe decline,
Yeah.
them motherfuckers are turned
Oh
off.
no, you got lock cards. No, I like
Yeah.
mine.
Yeah.
Crazy thing
I'm
about
liking
that,
my-
man, when you go through that, man, your trust just it goes to a whole different scale of like you really can't say that you don't trust nobody, but
Right.
you're real skeptical of a lot of people when they come around.
Yeah.
And then especially if family come around like that, it's like
That's why we
damn,
don't go
if a
around our family like that.
Man,
So I tell you, we don't go around our family like that.
All my
No, we
family
don't
here in
go around our
Wisconsin.
family
I
like
mean,
that
200 of
sometimes.
them.
You
And
gotta
I
do it,
really don't really mess with a lot of them.
Bro, you
Is it because of that though?
Nah, because they asking for money, I say no straight out.
Okay.
got to, you gotta act broke.
I work too hard.
Yeah, you gotta act
Look,
broke too.
it ain't just for spotlight for me. No, I do billboards. Y'all seen that?
Yeah.
Yep.
We have a daycare.
Oh, yeah, I know.
I drive Uber and Lyft. I'm a hustler.
Yeah.
I don't play. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
got the TV show.
Yeah.
You know, but you want to sit on your ass and not do nothing. You want to call me for money. I'm out here getting it. Listen. I'm always be a borrower. I don't want to ask somebody for no money.
Right.
So I want to stay ahead. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? I got 5 kids. I keep my money for my kids. They gonna need me one day.
Right.
Y'all grown.
Everybody got the same
It's too
24 hours.
easy. It's too easy to make money these days, man.
Bro,
It
we've
is.
been saying
You know?
that.
Too many.
It's too easy to make
Too
money.
many
And
avenues.
then at the same time too, man, like it seems like a lot of people just want handouts.
Hand
Like
out.
they don't want to put the work in to evolve, and then they get mad at you
Man,
when
listen.
you didn't put the work in. You see what I'm saying? And,
Mhm.
and it got to a whole different scale. Like one thing I've learned, right, and we're not famous. We're not at the point to where we're out there like that. But I know success comes with a lot of hate.
Mhm.
It comes with a lot of hate.
I got
You
a
have to
question.
prepare
I got a
for
question too. So you say you've been married for 25 years, right?
Yeah.
So during your marriage, and it's good that I'm married for 3 years, so I'm trying to experience this. I'm trying to experience the same life as you. So, how to avoid temptation?
Stay home.
Stay home.
Stay
I be
home.
home with my wife. I be home with my wife. I got my PlayStation over there. I got my wife over here on the couch. I got everything is set up for me at home.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When we go out, most of the time, we together when we go out. You know what I mean? Because it is there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It is there. You know, and also I'm a little older now.
Right.
If I was 25 years old with the show, it'd probably be a little bit different.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, but I'm older. It's like, you know what? No, I know you after me because you think I got money.
Mhm.
You know, and that's what they think. You know, so I know the game now.
Yeah.
You know, no.
Yeah. And somebody told me that too. You know what I'm saying? But I was, of course, too late.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was too late in my marriage when I found that out. But he told me the same thing too. He
I
said,
feel like
he told me, he was like, just don't be in places that you can get in trouble at. He said, if you avoid that, then you will be okay, because for one, we live in a social media world.
Yeah.
And you're going to run across, it don't matter where you at, somebody's going to run across you that know you.
Mhm.
Or somebody that you know. You get what I'm saying? So
Who gonna keep me a secret? Nobody.
Nobody.
I ain't messing
No, I'm
with
just
nobody.
saying- I'm
You know
just
what
saying,
I can't. No.
you
nobody,
don't.
No.
I feel like you don't just you go for that bite, like
Yeah.
pretty
No,
much.
no.
Don't go for that bite. That's what I'm saying. If you out, because you gonna be out. You gonna be. I'm
Yeah,
not saying that
stay
you gonna be
home.
out.
That shit, right.
If people gonna try you anywhere.
Yeah.
When we gonna
And
try you anywhere.
I'm good at home.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
good
what I'm
all
saying.
the way around at home.
That's what I'm saying.
Man, I am good at home.
And that's what I'm saying. People gonna try you anywhere.
Yeah.
You could be at work.
Yeah.
Say you just going homework.
Yeah.
They still gonna try you.
Yeah.
Right.
So no matter, don't stop you having fun
I'm
too
gonna tell you
at the
this.
same
I'm
time.
gonna tell you this as a person that used to be married. The bite ain't worth it.
No, hell
I'm gonna
no.
tell you,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
bite ain't worth it,
Mhm.
man.
No.
And I'm gonna tell you, I was going for the bite every time.
And that made
You
me
being honest though, and,
Real talk, man, because
That-
I had to learn because with marriage, it doesn't come with a manual. You don't know, when you get married for the right reasons because you love your wife.
Yeah.
But the thing is that it don't come to say, okay, then don't do this, don't do this, but do that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have to kind of like weed it out, which you have done a great job.
No, I just be saying, like, okay, the thing would be you see the couples, and you go, oh yeah, they gonna work, and then probably five years later, you be like, yeah, they breaking up.
Yeah.
What happened? I be like, what's going on in that relationship? Like, and I'm not out, and I try to keep a war from my relationship to their relationship. It's just I keep a box. I'm like, we good. We on as long as we keep on doing us and all that.
Yeah.
Because I don't have no. You can't do this. You can't do that. No, go have fun. Go do you. Go enjoy yourself. Because I don't want you to be in the house and be like, oh, I haven't lived my life yet because I feel like I'm stuck to this man. No, go enjoy yourself. If I can't do it with you, then go enjoy yourself with your friends. Go do this. Go do that.
Yeah.
But as long as we got this trust and we got this understanding, we coming home. That's all that matters and stuff. So that's why I be trying to get from. But at the same time, you be like, you look at the relationship, you be like, damn, what happened in this relationship? What happened? And I don't try to get into it because when you try to get too much deep into it, you be like, oh well, they had kids or they had this or they had that. You be like, nah, I don't want to.
Man, think about it. We all different. My wife's different from me. We ain't the same.
Exactly.
You know, I got different ways. She got different ways.
Right.
But you learn them ways, and then you got to balance them out. You know, I might have to change some of my ways. She may have to change some of hers, and we have. You know, and you stick it out. You gonna argue. You gonna get it out. You know, we hardly ever argue now. You know, we have disagreements. You know,
For sure.
I may get mad and go over there and play the game, and then I still there for 5 hours. You know, but other than that, you know, it's cool.
Right.
You know,
and you still at home.
You still at home.
What games you be playing?
Madden. Who wants
He said, what's up?
Watch no mind.
Who wants up?
We thinking about having a game tournament.
What?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, here. You don't see that big TV?
Oh yeah.
Shout out to D Van Dyne. We gonna sponsor. They gonna sponsor.
Yeah, dog. Shout them out.
Shout 'em
Yeah.
out.
Okay.
You know,
Shout out to Trent. Real talk.
Shout out to Trent too, man.
Yeah.
What was the journey of creating 414 Spotlight? What brought you to the point to where you said, okay, this is what I want to create for these artists?
So I kind of stopped doing the music a little bit. I was still there, and we created this company called Amazing Moments. We were doing weddings. I was doing all the video and pictures.
Okay.
So I did my first music video with Pastor Martin Lott. You got time for prayer?
Yeah.
Okay. I did a video with him. That was my first video. Then I did another video with one of the artists I was messing with. I said to myself, how can I get this on TV? No one is doing this. No, I haven't seen this in Milwaukee.
Right.
But a year went past. I didn't do it, and shot a couple more videos. I said, you know what? Let me reach out to the station to see what they're talking about. So they told me to make a pilot. 30 minutes. Put it together, intro, outro. They told me what to do.
Yeah.
When I sent it to them, Ion, I was on there first. I don't know if y'all knew that or not.
I didn't know that.
I was on Ion first.
Yeah.
9:30 in the morning. Yeah, Channel 55.
Oh.
Yeah.
What year was this?
12.
2012.
So that lasted for about a year.
Okay.
So when my contract was up, I shot that same thing to the other station. 24 gave me the better deal.
Yeah,
and the
24.
better
I
price.
remember.
Yeah, they gave me, that's where I'm at now. So I've been at 24 since 2013.
Yeah, I remember that.
So I started with like 5,000 views at that time. I have been up to 200,000 views. People watching now.
That's
People don't know 24 goes all around Wisconsin. It hit about 2.5 million channels. They can get. So a lot. It reached a lot of people. Then I hit them with and down the line I hit them with the Roku. They watch them, and you know what I'm saying. I went Roku too. They had ended up changing something, and I got kicked off the platform because I didn't follow the change. So I ain't been able to get back on that since.
We're going to have to talk
Roku
after this.
was
We're going to have to talk after this.
We know people Roku. We know people
I had a whole
Roku.
app. You go through, you see all the apps from Roku?
Yeah.
They had 411 Spotlight right there.
How long you was with Roku?
About a year and a half.
You need to set up stuff up. You need to set up stuff so.
So I know.
Yeah, I ain't been able to get back on there, but so I need to. But man, it was good. Yeah.
So you were saying, I know you were saying before before you started doing 414 Spotlight, you was in the music. So you was a rapper.
I rapped. I want to rap.
Okay, cool. So you rap.
I only
It sound like a little.
50% of the stuff that I was rapping, my cousin wrote for me, and after a while, I'm like, let me try my own, and I was like, "Oh, cousin, check it out. What you think?" He was like, "Damn." So yeah. So I got a new song I did with my song. Should have sent it to you, but we did it about a year. Well, he did it something to me. I'm like, son, let me play with it. I said, you got to put it out.
Right.
I just want to be able to say I did a song with my son.
For sure.
He sent it to me. He said, Dad, don't put this out. Yeah, the song's called I Had To. It's probably on my page somewhere, but it's nice.
Get a chance, send it to me.
Okay.
So how long have you been in the music?
Since 98.
Since 98.
Yeah.
Wow.
1998.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And you still doing it now?
Yeah. No, not the music.
Not the music.
Not the music.
Okay.
My son kind of do it now.
Yeah.
Okay.
He followed in my footsteps. I'm glad he took them footsteps, not the
Tell
street
him
life.
about the podcast. We'll put them on here too.
Oh, okay.
Bring
Okay.
them on here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
And y'all make sure too, y'all follow the podcast, man. If y'all don't see us here live on FTV Live Podcast, Facebook, y'all definitely can go on Facebook,
On YouTube.
And follow the
Y'all also can go onto our Instagram page too, FTV World Tour.
Yep.
Well,
We doing a tour too. We're gonna be in Memphis in a couple weeks.
Oh yeah.
Doing a podcast?
Yeah, doing a podcast.
Doing a podcast.
Hell
So, Melvin, we do this thing called Point of View.
POV.
You know what I'm saying? What Point of Views is about is J. Rob give us a question, and then we basically give our point of view on the question that he gives us. So, J. Rob, what's this week's point of view?
All right. So this week's point of view is this. Is it possible for two people to be in a relationship if one person is religious and the other person is not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause what's religion? That's fake anyway.
Mm-hmm.
That's fake. So I mean, I see it all day long.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've seen people was a Muslim and they was a Christian, they made it work.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not even fair. If I believe in God, you believe in Buddha. If our marriage is working,
Right.
that's all that matters.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, we don't know what we're going with either.
Mm-hmm.
We really don't.
Yeah.
But some people don't think like that.
I said, well,
I don't think people think like that. I think some people think if we don't have the same intentions and we don't see the same vision, then it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
If you don't believe in God and I believe in God, I don't feel like it's gonna work because you don't believe in what I believe in. It's not going.
I feel like it's gonna broaden your mind though. So, like, I believe in God and all that stuff. So I tried to do the Muslim and all that stuff. I tried that with the Ramadan and all that stuff. Get the experience and get to know what's going on, how they feel, and how they act, and all that. And it's kind of similar. So I'm like, all the religion, even with Asian people and all that stuff, when they believe in Buddha and all that, it's kind of similar because they believe in a higher power. Mm-hmm. That's all it is. They believe in the higher power. Right. So I feel like if y'all get in agreement and y'all be like, okay, I'll learn from you, and then you come learn from me and understand where I'm coming from. Right. Then I feel like, yeah, you can make it happen, but long as you understand that if you believe in God, I'm not going to deny my God because you feel something different over here and all that stuff. No, you can believe what you want to believe. But
see, I've seen that though.
Yeah.
I've seen people stop talking to people because they believe in a certain person.
He get too much.
I've seen that though. Like I've seen or I've heard, somebody be like, man, he do too much of this. He wear this, he wear that. It's like, it kind of, I don't know if it creeps them out or if it's weird to them, but some people would stop talking to a certain person if I guess they don't understand it or if they don't believe in it or you know what I'm saying? So
it's too much. I mean, because but they be too much deep into their religion, and it's not wrong. But it'd be like, hey, bro, you gotta live too. You got one life to live. You gotta live. You got one life to live. Don't be too deep into your religion where you can't do anything. Like you can't go by scripture, and believe in every scripture because they said men and women shouldn't be dressing the same or and all that stuff. But if you go off that scripture, it was made in daytime, and that's when men were wearing robes, women was wearing robes. Like it's the same. It's basically the same. So you telling me I can't wear what I want to wear? And don't get too deep into that situation.
So, check this out. So go ahead. Okay. So when you think about it, you may say you're a Christian. You may say we believe in Jesus.
Right.
But you only believe in Jesus because your mama told you.
Exactly.
That's why. I mean, because if I was born in a neighborhood with GDs, guess what I'm gonna be? I'm a BGD. I was raised that all my family talked about Jesus. That's all I know. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, it works for me, but does it really mean that it's true? Because my mama told me it was. No, I believe on my own experience.
You have to, right?
You know what I'm saying? What? I talked to a Muslim guy one time who was riding, and I said, man, did God come to you and tell you was a Muslim? Or did your mama and daddy tell you was a Muslim? He said, my mama. He said, you know what? I said, do your own research. I said, do your own praying and ask God, what is he? You know, who is he? But when you're born, they take you to church. They take you to church. They take you to church.
Right.
You see the Holy Ghost. You see me running around. And guess what? Since you was a baby, that's all you know. So somebody come and tell you, no, man, we Muslim. You go like, what? My mama. Who ain't gonna believe your mama and daddy? Right. Because you know why? That's your first guy right there. Your mama and your daddy is your first guy.
So when you saying this, it's crazy. I was at work today watching this podcast, Cam Newton podcast. It's crazy that you just brought that up because they talking about the same exact stuff. He said Nuri Muhammad was on there. If y'all know Nuri Muhammad, he big Muslim. The same shit you just said. He said he was like, would it work? He basically said it wouldn't work. Two different religions, like they always argue about.
That's what I said. What he just said. That's what the argument right there.
You got to feast this day, and you're probably hungry, and they do it probably 3 days, 7 days out the week. And
it all depends on.
I feel it probably won't work, but then again, like if y'all love in there and y'all
it's
really
gonna be the understanding, like he just said, like he said earlier. It's gonna be the understanding. Y'all probably not gonna be the same person, but y'all gonna have different. Y'all probably gonna have different beliefs, different thoughts, and all that.
Y'all got a chance to watch that, but watch it. It's deep. When I say that show, that podcast, that one, when I say deep, bro, I watched it maybe like once, and then I watched it again a little bit just to understand. I'm like,
for sure.
I feel just what B. Will was just saying. It's based on an understanding. You know, regardless, when you're in relationships, you're gonna have disagreements.
Anyway,
no matter you related religious or not.
Matter. You know what I'm saying? If you family, if you friends, y'all gonna have disagreements. We can sit up here and talk about sports right now. Definitely, you know how we is when we talk about LeBron and Jordan. We gonna have a disagreement. It's
glad you said LeBron.
But, you know, I think it can work based on the understanding of, like B. Will said. If it's a real love there, you can agree to disagree. You see what I'm saying? You can agree to disagree because it's somewhat. If a person loves you, they'll try their best to try to understand.
Meet in the middle.
Coming from meet in the middle. So I believe it can work.
Even if they believe in two different things.
Even if they put.
So that was my next question. Since you said meet in the middle, what if that person doesn't still believe in what you're believing in? Can they meet in the middle? If that person really not even trying to take the time to understand your religion or understand what you believe in, is it still even possible to even meet in the middle?
Go ahead.
Well, I would say, first of all, do you love me?
Yeah.
Or you love me? I mean, if you love me, am I a good wife or a good husband? First, you know, I'm not down to your religion. You know, if I ain't doing that, if I respect your religion, let it be.
Don't force it.
Don't force it on me.
Yeah, don't force it on. Yeah.
You gotta look at it like, say, for instance, you living in a gang culture. You see what I'm saying? You living in a gang culture? No,
I'll let you cook. Go cook.
With this metaphor.
Man, go cook.
You living in a gang culture, right?
This on the podcast.
You living in a gang
culture. You gotta watch that shit.
The gang culture is you don't probably rock with the laws that they go by, but you gonna respect it on the strength of, or you can meet somebody and they of a different gang and you a different gang, but y'all respect each other enough to try to understand each other's laws and don't mess with it if it ain't gonna work.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And just like Melvin said, if you love me, you're going to try to understand something about what I believe in.
Yeah.
You might not agree with everything, but you're going to try to understand something about, and vice versa.
Prime example, bro. Prime example. They discipline. Like with Muslims, they discipline is crazy. Crazy. That's what got me. That's what got me respecting their religion. Cause I'm like, all the stuff they gotta do. First of all, I ain't gonna lie to you. bro was like, you can't have no pork. I was like, hey, wait, that's bacon.
Yeah, no pork. No pork.
Yeah.
No pork.
I ain't that no more.
Well, I'm like, yeah, right.
I'm like,
then again, he tell you why.
So he broke down,
Yeah.
and it came back to the Christian. He came back to the Christian.
So all of it come together.
So it came back to the Christian when they was talking about. You remember with Jesus? Jesus was praying for this guy, and he had 72 demons in him, and it was called Legion, and he ended up taking them demons out that guy and putting it into the swine. So it wasn't nowhere around. He ended up taking it, putting it in the swine, and then that's why Muslims like basically don't eat no pork because they believe like, okay, where do these swines go and all that stuff? They end up having kids. That's what they believe in. Like they end up having kids and all that stuff, and it's from pork to pork to
No,
pork.
they don't eat pork because
Probably is a low-key
Look,
but
Bishop.
they understand what pork. They understand what pork does to the body, though.
In our religion, pork is bad for you.
Yeah, it's bad for you too. But you still, hey, bacon good in the bitch.
It is good.
That shit fire.
Chops is too.
Yeah,
I can't
that shit fire.
even make my head
But
hurt.
the thing is,
I should have watched that.
But the thing is, it's not like it's not okay. Like he just said with Christianity, when you growing up, they try to force it into you. And you like, man, I'm tired of going. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. You get tired of that. Like so, you be like, when you grow up, okay, you be like, I need Jesus and I need God around me and all that stuff. But you be like, you go to the church. I feel like the church, well, with God, He's in your body. He's your temple already. So when you going in there and you trying to learn situations, trying to learn the Bible, go to the Bible, and you trying to learn yourself, that's your temple. So you necessarily ain't got to go to the church, but if you also believe and understand what's going on, and you know from right from wrong, and try to be a good person, then you good.
The Bible said the kingdom of God was within you.
You see what I'm saying? That's
Let me
what
say
I'm
this
talking
real
about.
quick. I know we on this subject.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna change. So, how I want to say this?
They try to force it on you.
Give me a new name. You know, like people name like their kids.
Yeah.
Kwashiki and all that.
Yeah.
That's a new name, right?
Yeah.
So when you say somebody named John from the Bible, that's a new name. That came out maybe what? I don't know, 50 years ago, maybe 60. How's your name John? How's your name Peter?
For real.
First of all, the J didn't even come out till like what? 1350 or something? The letter J?
That's
Even
wow.
Even the word God. These letters weren't around.
Right.
You know, so but when you look at like all the other old names like Osiris, you ever heard of Osiris?
Yeah.
I heard.
That's the one. He's the one supposed to have
Cookie
created the
Kid.
humans. But listen to his name. It ain't Mark. It's Osiris.
Yeah. But it's passed. It's passed down from
so-
the Catholic. And the Bible started from the Catholic Church, though.
That's right.
So they just basically trying to give you what they believe in, what they feel is that's right, and all that stuff. So King James version, it's so many different Bibles out here.
Who wants the King James Bible?
A man.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And
man,
it's
King
beneficial.
James,
It's beneficial.
he raped his mama.
Yeah.
No.
When he-
No. No, listen. Hey, that same guy. I know.
Yeah.
I know. Same guy. Hold on, bro. This about to kill y'all. That's what the same guy. Hey, the same guy. He wrote a demonic Bible too.
That's right. That's right.
I keep trying to get some too.
That's
He
right.
wrote a demonic Bible too. It's the same.
Hey, so look, we on POV, man. What we talking about?
It got deep. I know. It got deep. But he just said
We get deep down, man. Hey, that's what I said.
It got deep.
Relationship shit.
But this,
The relationship, religion, I don't know.
You gotta understand.
It was
It's
like,
the
you
same
gotta
thing.
understand about religion.
You gotta
and
understand.
politics.
Yeah.
Religion and politics
It's the same.
is it gets deep. You see what I'm saying? So we got comments.
All right. All right.
Shout out to Shamika Torrance. She said, "Hey everyone."
What's happening? What's happening?
Shout out to
What up,
Alexis Queen. She said, "Hey fellas."
What
Shamika
up, girl?
Torrance said, "Dang, that messed up. Not the family. At least the wife was on the same type of time. She's a writer."
She a writer.
Speaking of your wife and
Oh,
That
yeah.
situation. Right.
He said that's what I found out like, oh yeah.
Darren Jackson, shout out to him. He said sometimes family just be blood, not family. You see what I'm saying? Which is true. Shout out to Todd James.
What's happening? What's happening?
My baby, hold on, pause.
Yeah.
Pause.
Yeah.
There she is. There she is.
Hey, all right.
Shout out to Todd James.
Hey, she just shares her link too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shout out to Letitia Jackson.
That's my number one cousin.
Yeah.
Hey. That's my number one cousin.
Hey.
We appreciate it. She said, "I like this podcast."
We
Thank you.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Appreciate shout out to Sebo Lawrence for tuning in.
What's up,
Shout
man?
out to Sherelle Davis for tuning in.
What's
Sebo Lawrence said, I was watching in jail. Talking about
that 4 spotlight. Dog. That's
He said, that's like dating a white girl. He always got so crazy. That's like dating a white girl, a bunny hopper.
What he say?
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all know what he say.
Sebo said, don't get me started. You already done got started. Darren Jackson said, it's possible. It's the family that will have an issue in differences.
Black Queens forever.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Which is true. Shout out to Tracy Brown for tuning in. Hey, listen.
What's that?
This man, I'm gonna tell y'all, man. I'm gonna tell you this while you on here, man. I gotta give you your flowers.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate it, man.
Just for you to come on here, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, it's big, for real.
Yeah, for sure.
Big.
Appreciate
it. That you on. We definitely appreciate you.
For sure.
Coming on here, you know what I'm saying, just to tell your story, man. We enjoying Melvin James, man, on the
And we appreciate, bro, that 414 spotlights, bro. We be needing that shit, bro.
I don't
like,
think people
we don't be
understand
understanding like the videos like that be going out. Like we probably don't be knowing. We be at work doing whatever we gotta do, but we watching that and watching the video like, oh, that been popping, that been going off. And you be going back in the day, all old videos and shit.
Nobody got more. Go ahead.
This is how I know it was big time. When I was on Sherman and Fond du Lac, and I looked up at the billboard. And then you roll across there because you had quite a few billboards.
I was putting them all over.
Yeah, and it was like, and I'm like, I wonder if I see somebody on there. You know what I'm saying? I seen quite a few people on there. I'm like, dang. Because the crazy thing is, man, I've been trying to get a billboard. I've been wanting a billboard for the longest because when you ride, especially on Sherman and Fond du Lac, you're going to stop there.
At that light.
The thing you're going to do is look at that billboard. It's always going to happen.
So this is what I did. I'm going to cut you off. So they are expensive. They range anywhere between like $28,000 and $4,000. Okay. Now the average person, they got a job, can't afford that. But you want some promotion. Right. That's why I told the artist, I said, hey, why don't you just come on and get on with me? And everybody, we all pitch in, and it worked. Right, it worked. Yeah.
So, just a real.
We talk after this.
Just a real quick question while we on the topic of falling for a spotlight. Like, what keeps you motivated? Because doing something like that, man, and still got to interact with everybody, and still got to, a lot of people really don't. I ain't gonna lie, a lot of people really don't fuck with Milwaukee.
That's true.
And I'm gonna be a buck. A lot of people really don't fuck with Milwaukee. I think they only really fuck with the popular people.
That's it. Yeah, there
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So what keeps you motivated and keep going to keep, just exposing the underground, the unknown of Milwaukee artists?
The guys incarcerated. Man, you know what I'm saying? When I found out how my show touched them brothers in jail, unbelievable.
And it's crazy because Sebo just said that he was watching it in jail.
It was because of that been in there since Capitol Court.
Damn, that's a while back. Shit. That's the old midtown.
It's been guys been locked up for 40, 50 years, man.
How long Capitol Court been down?
Let me see.
20, 25
No, longer than that. Yeah, longer than that.
Because I was in school. Yeah.
This brother told me.
Mid-90s.
When I would see brothers, man, on the street, and if some of y'all listen, man, don't be running up on me like that. Never day to be all.
Don't be running up.
Man, I was in the El Grecos, man, and in the line talking to the owner. I can just see it happening. I can picture it now. I'm like, I know I ain't did nothing to nobody, So I'm in El Grecos, man. I'm standing talking to the owner, and this guy walk in. And he said my name so loud, everybody looking at me out in the restaurant. Oh, he said, man, listen, I know you busy, man. I know he losing it, right? Big old dude. He said, I just got out of jail. He said they are teaching me how to use a phone.
Damn.
He said I've been locked up for 35 years straight. And he said, wait a minute, and I run into you? Yeah. Oh man, he just. I'm like, okay, all right. This brother started crying.
Damn.
And I'm like, whoa. And the owner looking at me like, he smiled like, hey, you are really popular, ain't you? I'm like, well, I guess, whatever. But he like, man, you need anything. Man, I'll break a neck for he just going in. Yeah. He said, man, you helped me get through my last 12 years. He was like, man, your show.
That's
he was
what's up.
going in. And something else I do with my show that really made them say, you know what, we love this dude.
Yeah. Right.
Father's Day, Christmas. I let anybody want to make a video and send it to you. Send it to me. I play it for you on the show. Happy birthday, Dad. I'm tell you I love you.
Yeah.
Oh, listen, man. Them brothers call me. First of all, they don't even see their kids because they don't drive out there. So
Okay.
now they get to see their kids in music videos. They get to, I make them small videos saying, you know, Dad, I love you. Be glad when you get out. None of that flash money, free my homie.
Yeah.
None of that.
No.
You know, kids that get together. Hey, Dad, we love you. He ain't seen his newborn baby. He ain't seen his son.
Man, they probably in there crying.
Yeah.
They probably like,
And that's something you create.
Yes.
Hey, that's some real
shit though.
Like that's some.
So when I lost my,
changes
I
and
lost the Sunday show. I created the Sunday show. Remember the Sunday show I used to have?
Yeah.
I did that kind of like for the church people.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
But they felt like they didn't want to pay. You know, if God put it on my heart. No, it's not on my heart.
No.
I'm gonna pay like everybody else.
Yeah.
They give tithes and offering.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, so you know, so I stopped that show. The brother was hurt. I said, brother, listen, if I gotta come out my pockets for my business,
not gonna
I don't
work.
even want it no more.
It's not gonna work.
It ain't gonna work. Once I start forking out my money and all my savings to keep something going, I don't want it no more.
Yeah.
So this Sunday here to go.
They give out tithes and offering there.
You ain't wrong.
Oh, I can't give out tithes and
Man,
offering.
If they want a billboard or something, or they want an ad or something, they gonna pay for an ad.
Yeah. And then them
Yeah.
guys that had church videos, man, there's only one church guy that still rock with me, and his name is Brother Donnell. I don't know if you ever heard of him or seen him around. He's an older guy.
Okay.
My first year, I was on the show. He saw me at the Dale. Now, I'm at the Dale with the church.
Yeah.
And I heard somebody calling my name. I mean, Melvin James. I'm like, who is I thought it
And they
was
said your whole name. They don't take
my full name right.
Everybody call you by your full name.
Hey, man, I turned around. He was running. I'm like, who is this? he said, our brother down there. And ever since then, we've been connected, man. He making videos. And
That's right.
Man, he cool, man. Really
Hey, you
cool.
make a lot of videos. You gotta start telling motherfuckers, stop fucking running up on me. Y'all gonna stop running up. Hey, look, flag me down or something. Stop running up on
We
me.
do meet and greets later.
You know,
Stop running up
I
on
don't feel
me.
like I'm a celebrity. I really
No,
don't.
but you is.
I'm in
They
the
see your
city
face.
just like y'all.
Yeah.
They see
I'm
your
on the
face.
north side,
But you
south
doing
side.
shit though for the
That's
city. You know you
And
changing the
it's crazy
community.
thing. And I seen you at the award show, the
Cuckoo.
OG award show.
Cool. Yeah.
I seen you there, man, and I seen you and I was like, I wanted to come and get on commercial.
Yeah.
Hey, Mel James,
Yeah.
you so but I'm like, I'm like, damn, I know he get this all the time.
All the
So I
time,
was
you
like,
know.
shit, I don't want to
You
be
know.
weird and shit.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, this is what weird. If you see me, you staring at me. And I'm looking
Say something. Hold on, cause they is that you?
I be in Walmart and I look, hey, you don't get the feeling somebody staring at you.
Yeah.
Mark say, oh, he must be from the show.
Yeah.
Say something, man. You staring
Get
down,
your attention. Get your attention, dog.
About a week ago, I was at Walmart and I was in between a route, and I'm standing there, and this girl just looking at me, and I'm like, "Do she know me? Like,
Yeah.
Why you just standing there looking at me?" She was like, "You be DJing, don't you?" And I'm like, "Why you just stood
Say
there
something.
that long?"
This is
and
another one
just
that make me
say,
feel
you know what
weird.
I'm saying?
If I'm out and I'm at the club, wherever, and a lady see me and she with her guy, don't act like a group in front of your man.
Oh, man.
I'm really uncomfortable.
That be happening?
And he's standing there right away. I'm like, hey, what up, man? I gotta go show him big damn like we grew up together.
Right.
Because I want you to think I'm doing nothing with your girl.
Yeah.
Right? You don't do that. I'm uncomfortable now. Your man, he all got the chest all out.
He always
Now I gotta
and approach him.
Yeah.
Like,
What up with you, man?
Hey,
You know,
hey,
introduce your
not-
guy to me.
right.
Don't be all doing
That's
that.
the same shit. That's the same shit Jonathan Majors went through.
Picked up his girl.
Hey, that's different.
I don't know if y'all seen that.
Yeah,
but-
I've seen that.
Yeah.
Picked her up.
Yeah.
That's uncomfortable. I don't like that.
Don't let your girl go to an Usher concert then.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's dead.
So the fact that happens to you, you still not comfortable, or you still not.
Man,
You know what I'm saying?
you
Like
look on TV.
that's all then happened to you. Like
Yeah.
it's kind of normal now, or
It is normal now.
Okay.
You know, it is normal now, you know. But it's cool. You know, my wife be like, go ahead, take a picture with him. You know. But if I'm eating with my wife, I don't want to take a picture. You know, I'm on a date. We dressed. You know, we going out. You know, but she still tell me go ahead, take me. You know, so.
Okay.
That's right.
Oh yeah, because she know like, hey
That's
man,
crazy.
you the man, like,
And that's and that's crazy.
make
That
that
that's
day.
normal.
You about to make that
Right.
day.
Right. You know.
She know that for a fact.
That's what y'all come with. What you said earlier. Trust.
Yeah, trust.
Yeah.
Oh, and she understand too. Like,
Understand
hey,
the
this
trust,
my
what you
man.
said
I know
earlier.
what's going on.
years
Like,
plus-
yeah,
plus the-
she
but
and she
30
push you too. Like,
Yeah.
go ahead, have fun, go do this.
We broke up one time, me and my wife. Boy, when you watching, you hurt me. You hurt me, leaving me that one time. I tell you all the time about that. But yeah, we done get back together, man, and we've been together ever since.
Okay.
And you know what? And that's the thing, though. Y'all done been together 25
Yeah,
years.
black
So
love.
she understands
30.
what comes
30.
with,
Yeah.
you know, what you got going on. She understands that, and that's the most beautiful part.
I think I got a great wife because she got a great mama.
Mm.
Her mama is great.
Yeah.
Her mama is real.
don't
You know,
understand that.
It doesn't matter if that's her daughter. Right is right, wrong is wrong.
People
If
don't
I call her and
understand
say, you know, mama, blah, 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 she gonna hear my side, and she gonna hear her side, and she'll tell you,
Understand.
you know, son, you wrong. No, daughter, you wrong. You know. So,
That's real.
yeah, you
And
know.
people don't
real.
understand
Yeah,
that.
that's real.
Her mama real, man. I
Yeah.
love her mama, yeah.
That's
That's
what's up.
real.
That's what's up.
I'm trying to see if we got time.
No,
You want to try to do? You want to do a quick nigga fix right quick?
Do the
Give it take.
give it take.
Give it
Give
take.
it take. You
Nah,
want
it's
to give
gonna
it take?
be crazy. All right,
Yeah, it's crazy.
let's see.
It's crazy.
Let's
It's
Let's
a
do give
crazy.
it take. Explain.
So
explain,
tell her.
explain what give it take is.
So give or take is, Melvin, is we will hit us with a question, and with this question, you have to really decide whether you gonna how you gonna sacrifice in these situations. Kind of got to pick between them. You see what I'm saying? So, B. Will, what's this week's give or take?
So, I'm just asking.
What he say?
You ain't got no sponsors right now, right?
Plenty.
Yeah.
You got plenty sponsors.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Ain't sponsors.
He went to a different. He said, "Plenty. Hold on. Hold on."
These give or takes be
I know, cause it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
You know, you gotta be careful what you say.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Hey, you
So
gotta
we
be
gotta
careful.
be careful what we say.
Because
Sometimes we
When I'm talking about my family, I didn't want to say what I really want.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, okay. Cause that other.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
No, it was gonna be like,
We say that for now.
Hey, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
No.
ahead,
I
go
got
ahead.
one to you. I got one for you.
Okay.
Would you give or take for this week is would you rather be stuck in a car? Be stuck in a
Go to
no,
the.
cause it's different.
stuck?
Hey, cause I wasn't prepared for this.
Okay, go ahead.
Would you rather be stuck in a drinking well for 12 hours, or be stuck in an unsafe driving car going 100 miles for 6 hours?
Wait a minute.
Run it back.
Stuck in a
Run it back real quick. Run it back real
So
quick.
would you? So you know a well. So I basically said the well, the drinking
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
You know, the one
Yeah, when you gotta
go
put
down.
the bucket up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So would you rather be stuck in the drinking well for 12 hours, or be stuck in an unsafe self-driving car
The well. All day long. Drinking
going 100 miles an hour?
The
Well,
drinking
I-
well?
It just made a well. And then I can just, you're just down there.
Yeah.
But you gonna be stuck in an unsafe car for driving 100 miles for
But
6
I
hours?
can die in the car.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait.
It's self-driving. It's self-driving, so it's
I got
possible.
somebody- I got
So wait. You ever watched The Ring?
It's not a real
You in that drinking well for 12
Yeah, I know.
hours.
Yeah.
And then how long you in that?
So it's going 100 miles and it's for 6 hours, and it's self-driving.
I'll take my chances with the drinking well.
Me too.
But then again, though, you know, self driving cars is the new thing finna start coming out.
Yes, and I've seen
And
it.
it's
I've
really
seen
popping now.
I've
It's
seen
popping
it.
now. Like
I won't buy one.
who said
I've
something?
seen it.
I watched
I
some
won't
shit.
buy one.
I've seen it.
Mello said.
I ain't
Carmelo said he did one from Washington
Bro,
to
I've
New
seen
York.
it, and I do
It
not
was
trust
It
it.
was a self-driving car.
I've seen it.
And I seen one
Up.
going in circles. I seen one just going in
Yeah,
circles.
because
Yeah.
she missed her at the airport.
Yeah.
They missed her stop, so she
Look,
kept going.
I've seen it. When I was in Phoenix last year, I swear to God.
Self-driving
Dog,
car.
I swear to you, my fiance, when we was in the car, I'm thinking I'm tripping. I'm like, ain't nobody in that car, but it's going.
It's driving itself.
Darren looked at me. He looked at me like it was normal. He said, "Oh, bro, this always happening." I'm like, "What you mean that's all? I'm from Washington. We don't have them."
Yeah.
I'm like, "We don't have them. What you mean?"
Me off.
Bro,
So I would have to say that though.
No one, brother. It don't
I
have
had
no
to.
tents. This is a car fishbowl. It has no tents, no nothing. You see directly through the car. There's nobody in the car, but it's
But
driving.
you in
like
a well.
somebody.
But you in a well for 12 hours just.
I'll take the well.
Drink a well.
I'm panicking and shit.
I think I'll take the well.
I'll take the well.
You taking the well?
I take the well.
It's so, bro. I'm claustrophobic. I get claustrophobic. Like it's tight.
But you won't die.
Man, I'm thinking of Rain too. I watched that movie, man. That motherfucker came out the damn screen and shit.
It's going 100 miles.
She came out the rain.
I got my seatbelt on. I got my seatbelt on.
You in a self-driving car.
Going 100 miles.
But this is the shit. This is the stuff in the clothes.
Hey, that's going to Memphis.
This is gonna happen in reality though. It's gonna start coming. AI is real.
That's real, bro.
Bro, it's really finna pop, bro.
It just
it's going on.
Here yet.
It ain't here yet.
It's here.
I just don't. I understand.
Oh no, they got. If you driving a Tesla, yeah, this self-driving.
Tesla itself is touched out, right?
I want to be the test dumb. But listen, y'all, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Y'all make sure that y'all go follow us.
It was a great interview, man.
It definitely was a great interview.
Fun.
We appreciate you.
Y'all make sure that y'all go follow us on YouTube.
He got more.
Oh, you got more? You
got more.
Hey, talk.
What you
Go
got?
ahead.
Let me lead this with the people.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
In January, they said I suffered multiple strokes, heart attack, and I had a blood clot in my
No,
brain.
you gotta talk about this.
Right.
You gotta talk about this.
Okay.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Talk about it.
I was in the hospital for a week. Driving, I was by St. Luke's, pulled in there. They tested me out. They said, all this happened to you. So, but after an hour I was in the hospital, I'm back just like I am, like this. They coming in, checking me out. I'm on the floor with all the stroke patients. They in there crying, people arm, leg, face all crooked. I'm in there normal, just like it's walking around, talking to people, doing exercise.
Yeah.
You know, what I'm getting at, take care of yourself.
Yes.
Eat healthy, man. Listen, I know the pork is good. You think I still eat it every blue moon?
Yeah.
But if you eat anything too much, it'll kill you probably.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but you gotta take care of, man. It's too much stuff online for us to eat better, do better, man.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. When you get sick, my Christian people, it ain't the devil. It's what you put in your mouth.
Hey, no.
Okay? Stop running to the pastor. My hip hurt. I'm sick. God healed. No. Drink too much soda. Your kidney probably hurt. Ain't the devil.
They're gonna give you $100.
Your body reacts to
it.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's what you putting in your body is making you sick. I ain't blaming nobody but me. And I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna get out of here. I looked in the mirror. I said, kidneys, I'm so sorry I treated y'all like that. I told my heart, I said, heart, I am so sorry. I talked to my organs and told them I apologized to them, and I would never do like that again.
Right.
That's being real, man. I told my body, like, I'm sorry. I didn't blame nobody but Melvin James.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's it, man.
That's the
But
first
you know what? A
Okay,
lot
so-
of people can't
That's
accept
real, though.
self
That's real.
responsibility, man.
Yeah.
They don't want to.
Accountability.
They need to find somebody to blame
It ain't
instead
my wife's fault.
instead of looking in the mirror like you said.
What people
and
don't
blaming
understand
themselves.
is to follow what J. Rob is saying, man, is accountability is everything. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people can't take accountability because they don't know themselves.
Yeah.
You know, you have to be able to take accountability because if you can't be real with yourself, you can't be real with nobody else.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, any last words, Be Will?
I got some.
Hey, listen. Make sure y'all tune in. What is it?
Midnight.
Come on tonight. Wait. When? Let the people know when it comes on throughout the week.
It come on every Saturday at 12 midnight on Channel 24. For those who's out of town, this is on my phone for video spotlight page. You can watch the link on there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what about? Hey, and I be peeping. What's up with the daycare, man?
Oh, you got some kids?
Hell yeah!
Hey, listen. Hey, listen. People bring
Got a litter.
kids, you know. Our daycare is different because we don't want a lot of them. See, people get daycare as money.
Yeah.
I don't want 50 kids.
No.
Because you know why? 25 of them gonna be sick.
Right.
No. We want quality families. Okay. My wife is real good with the kids. You know why I love the kids? I could have club. I could have did all this stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
I can deal with the babies because they real. When I walk in, they glad to see me. It ain't fake.
Yeah, how did you get into that?
My wife.
A lot of people like dogs.
You know, yeah, they real.
They be happy to see you.
You know, I'd rather deal with a whole bunch of crying. I'd rather deal with a whole bunch of crying than a whole bunch of shooting. You know what I'm saying?
So if y'all got kids, man, make sure y'all go and tune in to
Sweet Home Learning Center.
Home Sweet Home Learning Center. Goddamn it, if y'all got kids.
And also, y'all make sure y'all go watch 414 Video Spotlight tonight at 12 midnight. You know what I'm saying? And also, one more time, y'all make sure y'all go follow us on YouTube. Feed the Viewers 2022. Y'all can like, comment, subscribe. I'm your host, DJ Go Hard 3X in the building. We got B Will, we got J Rod, we got Big Homie and I. we got our special guest, man, and it was a pleasure to have
Yes, it
him.
We
was.
appreciate
Yes,
it.
yes.
Spotlight.
Hey.
Founder and legend. We legend.
Oh yeah.
Melvin James. in
Yes,
the
yes,
building,
yes,
man.
yes.
It was a pleasure. You know what I'm saying? This is FTV Live Podcast, and we out of here.
Hey.
It's caught in the crossfire.